All right, everybody, welcome back. Today, going over absolute value and distance. This is the final lesson for this unit, and this is kind of where we put all of our skills together, so this should be a quicker video. You may not know this, but we do this on a daily basis. This is how we, measure distance from point A to point B. If we're going to multiple places, we use this on a daily basis. Even going from one class to the other, if you calculated different routes on, how many feet it would take you to go from one class to the other, you may not instinctively be thinking like this, but you are doing this in a sense. So the first couple tips that I want to go over, remembering our coordinates, X and Y. We want to be looking at our X and Y coordinate pairs. If your X coordinate or Y coordinate are the same, then we have to find the distance for for those coordinates. So an example of that, and this is probably a better way to say it, but if we notice between our two pairs, our Y coordinates are the same. That means we have to find the total distance for our X values, or our X coordinates. So in this first example, I have point A and point B, and I plotted them here where I have -5, -4, and -1, -4. Now, what I have to do, since I'm ignoring my Y coordinates because this is a horizontal difference, we're looking at our X, basically the distance of our X coordinates. So what we need to do, we take our absolute value of -5 and we get it equal to 5, and -1 is equal to 1. And since they are in the same quadrant, we just go 5 minus 1 and we get 4. So the distance between point A and point B is a total distance of 4. If we wanted to go, let's say, from point B, which is -1, -4, and point C, we're at -1, 6. The difference here now, and I'll write this over to the side, if I have -1, 6, this is point C, and then I have -1, -4, that is point B. We have our X coordinates now, meaning we're solving for our change in horizontal or our Y. So now what we have to do is, off to the side, we have our absolute value of 6. We solve for that, and I have my absolute value of -4 in here. So my absolute value of 6 is 6, and my absolute value of -4 is 4. It's positive. So what that means is I have a distance of 4 here plus a distance of 6. So when we are crossing over coordinates or from quadrants from one to the other, since this is a positive 4, we can think of this as 6 plus 4. So our total distance between points C and B is 10 units. So an example here to consider points, point A, which is 2, 1, and point B, 2, -4. So find the absolute value of each Y coordinate to find the distance. So I've plotted everything here, and I have everything labeled. I have 2, 1 up here, and I have B, 2, -4 here. So I have noticed my X coordinates are the same. I have 2 and 2, so that means I just have to find the distance here. So my absolute value of 1 is 1, and my absolute value of -4 is 4. So my total distance, 1 plus 4, is equal to 5. So if you have any issues or places where you're confused, go back and check my previous videos on graphing or absolute value, the videos within this unit. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.